Good morning, my YouTube viewers. This video, what we're going to do is we're going to do a real-world example. And what we're going to do is I've revamped the previous program that I made on the mini bookstore, and we've made the bookstore a little bit more usable where you can input the data and then it will ask you if you want to input more data, and then it will print the data that you've input. And so this is just a little bit more of a revamp of that program. And so in order to work on this, we have to import two libraries. So we're going to import CSV, which is an inbuilt library in Python, and then we're going to import OS, which is another inbuilt library in Python. And so CSV is going to take the data and convert it to a CSV file, and OS is going to go into the operating system. So we create two classes. We create a class of book and we create a class of bookstore. And in the class of book, we've got two functions. So the first function is the init function, and it takes the argument self, title, author, price. So self.title equals title, self.author equals author, self.price equals price. And then we have another function called display info, and it returns the title, the author, and the price. Now the second class we have is the bookstore. So in this bookstore class, we've got four functions that we created in this class. So we've got the init function, which takes the self and the name. So self.name equals name, and self.books is a blank list. We've got the add book, which takes self and book as arguments. So self.books append book. And then we've got list books, which it takes self as the argument. And we've got print books added to self.name and next line. And then you've got for book in self books, print book.display info. Now we've got the final function is saved to CSV, which in the previous videos we have worked with saving files. So def save to CSV, it takes self and the file name equals books.csv as the argument. File exists equals os.path.isFile, file name. With open, file name, comma, mode equals A means append. New line equals space. Encoding equals UTF-8 as file. Writer equals csv.writer file. If not file exists, writer.writeRow, a title, comma, author, comma, price. That's your header row. For book in self books, writer.writeRow, book.title, book.author, book.price is what you're going to input. It says print appended book data to file name. So we have another function that's not part of the class, it's just part of the program. Get book input, title equals input into the title, author equals input into the author name, and then it says while true. So try, price equals float, input into the book price, and then break, except value error, print, please enter a valid number for the price. So we've got our try except in this program as well. So now we have the main part of the program. Def main, so that's the main function. Store equals bookstore, code and coffee bookstore. Print equals add books to your bookstore while true. Book equals get book input. Store dot add book, which takes books as the argument. Add more equals input. Add another book, yes or no, dot lower. So lower means that it's going to take your input and it's going to convert it to lowercase. If add more does not equal yes, then you break. And we covered break in previous videos as well. So store.listBooks and store.save to CSV. And then you've got if name equals main. So that's that is the program. And obviously we could have done more to it, but this is what we've done. So we could have said, well, we'll print everything out. So what I did was I've already added some books to the CSV file. So the CSV file has already been created. But what we'll do is we'll run it again. Enter book titles. Say learn. So that's our title. Enter price. $9.99. Enter. Oh, I messed that up, didn't I? I messed that up. So that's incorrect. So does it say you want to enter another book? You say no. So I didn't do my data entry very well, but it says the author was $9.99 instead of me, Crystal Hill. But what we can do now, we come over here to Python files. We come over here to books because that's the file name. Okay, so it converts it. So you've got title, author, price, and you've got some books that I've entered in there. So I'm just going to say Crystal X. So I'm just going to update the CSV file. These are some titles that I've already entered into the bookstore. Just so you can see that what it does is it appends it. And I'm going to save it. And then close. And so what we'll do is we will enter another book. Try to think of something. Okay. Next course I want to make is Learn R for statistics. We'll say, and then we'll say 10. And say input another, no. And it said, so that's what it appended. And then so we go back to the file, we go into books. Okay, so you can see that it has appended the books and it's giving you the price as well. So that's it. That pretty much concludes this particular video, because what we did was we took the bookstore and we revamped it. We added some more bells and whistles, and obviously there were some more things that I could have done as well. But I think this is a pretty good start. This is a real world example of a bookstore. So let's say if you have a collection of books and you want to make a database of your collection of books, well, this is a good start for keeping your collection of books. And obviously there, because you got your collection of books in a CSV file in Excel, but there's more things that you could do as well. So like, let's say you could sort the collection, or you could print out the entire collection. So there are other things you can do. You can always improve upon this program, but it is a good program for a real world demonstration, which is what we wanted. So that concludes this video, and the next video we have is going to be another real world demonstration. We're going to be talking about the game of Hangman. So thank you for watching.